Hello again. I know I've been silenced a bit. I was way more too involved with my actual real life, so I apologize for that, but let's roll on. Last time I did a necklace and some earrings for a friend at work, and this time I'm making a necklace for my kiddo. And I'm gonna show you one of the easiest way how to make Millefiori technique in polymer clay. And you can use it up to make canes, to make this kind of beads, or to reduce it and make this kind of little beads. This is made from the same kind. And of course I'm gonna show you how to use up the scraps, because I love it when we use up the scraps. I hate wasting things, especially polymer clay. So stick with me and you'll see how to do it. First off, what you'll need for this project? Well, polymer clay, of course. I keep mine in a metal box and I usually work with Fimo, but you could use other brands as well. Harder clays are better suited for Millefiori technique or for making canes. You'll also need some smaller cutters. These are usually sold in craft stores or cake shops. You could use big cutters as well, but you'll need a lot of polymer clay that way and you'll get a giant cane. Whenever I'm working with polymer clay, I keep a spray bottle of alcohol and some wipes handy, as well as a hand cream, plus a tissue blade and a scalpel or other cutting tool. First, you'll need to condition your clay. That means knead it thoroughly, then flatten it to the desired thickness. It shouldn't be too thin. You're not making a sheet like the last time. You want at least 6 to 8 millimeters thick slab, or like 1/3 of an inch, otherwise it will be really hard to reduce the cane. I have very small hands, so I can get by with this thickness. If your hands are larger, maybe you want a bit thicker slab. Now let's cut out the shape that we want. Do the same with the contrasting clay. Roll it out to the same thickness. I check my thickness out with the cutout heart and use the same cutter, but this time in reverse. I take away the cut part and we are left with the hole in the shape of the cutter. Because I work with white clay, I wipe every utensil before I use it, but as you can see, it's still not good enough because there are specks of dust flying around. White clay is notorious for its proneness to get dirty. Now let's insert the cut heart into the hole in white clay and use a circle cutter to make a cane. I position the circle centrally around the design, cut it out, and now it's time to reduce the cane. The trick in reducing the cane is to press lightly and keep moving. Don't force any one area. If the cane is thick enough, you can adhere a piece of glass or plastic over the top to prevent the distortion of the cane. Mine is too short, so I reduce it by leaving the bottom attached and prolonging it until it's half reduced. Then I roll it on the surface and reduce it that way. And when I cut it, you can see the design. Now just to show you that you can do the same thing with square cane. Roll out your clay, punch out the shape, insert it into the contrasting colored clay and cut a square around it. Square canes are great to stack together to make intricate designs that will not get easily distorted. I chose to alternate the position of my hearts in this assembled cane and then reduce that one as well. Now what can we do with those canes? You can make a pattern like I did here, and you can cut slices out of it and use as is, or to cover beads or other objects like the dollhouse floors with it. You can cut thick slices of a cane, pierce it and use it as a bead. And the scraps? Of course we can use those as well. Since the scraps are made from the colors that you use in a cane, any beads made from kneaded scraps will match nicely. I just knead the scraps together, roll it into balls or teardrops, pierce them and bake them. You can also use scraps for the middle of the covered beads as long as the canes are not translucent. Roll out a ball that is a bit smaller than you want the end result and cover it with thin slices of patterned cane. Once you pierce the beads, bake them, and when they're cool you can varnish them if you want a glossy finish. No need to varnish the matte beads. Now all that is left is to string them together with some seed beads and a cute pendant made from polymer clay, and you got yourself a very inexpensive and very personal necklace. This one is for my daughter since she's into math and loves Fibonacci, so she'll get this as a good luck gift for her logic competition. My son came in when I made this and liked it, so I asked him what he wants for his competition, and he chose another polymer clay thingy. Do you want to see what I'll make for my little one? Stay tuned!